morning, everybody. So I have been saving my voice up for important moments, aka working today. So I learned today how to use text to speech for my posts, which is fabulous. So I am learning. Yay. Okay, so I have someone in my membership group who asked a question, and they also took my Reiki training. And I'm not going to say who the person is because I like to keep things confidential and keep things private. However, because this felt like a valuable question, that I also did a reading on. So because okay, I have a little cold right now, so my brain isn't working the best. But what I'm attempting to say is I have someone else that has gotten a reading before, and I said at some point I will do a video on the clairs for you, and then I'll send it to you because it felt like in her reading she needed to know more information about that. Okay, so I wrote down, I journaled this morning here after I read this person's email, because I said that I would address her question either um, when we came into the membership for the content. So that's the way that I work, just so you understand. When you become a member in my membership group, there are three options, okay? And this is a space for people where I have thousands of dollars worth of content and training and support. And you get to pick which version of the membership you want to join. And that might be based on how much time you have, how much money you have, or just intuitively what you feel called towards either learning or picking, okay? Whatever floats your boat. So the way that it works is each level has more content than the other, all right? And the content is all through my website. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to use the halls. And so basically this person is VIP, okay? So anybody that's in my membership can email me whatever they're experiencing, questions, things like that, as much as you want. And then what I don't typically give you the answer or give you the information back in an email. What I do is then I create content based on what you have going on, okay? So if you're hopping on, let me know if you know what the clairs are and if you set intentions. And also if you know what clairs you have. Okay, there are different clairs. Also, let me know how you're doing today. I'd love to hear. I'm sick right now. So my brain's a little foggy because of that. It's gonna be a beautiful day here. Tuesdays are always good for me. All right, so basically this person is in my VIP, so that means today they're getting the new moon ritual, which is I do the ritual a little bit different every time, but essentially with a new moon, we're bringing in affirmations, we're manifesting, we're creating things that we're looking for the future, okay? And then, so for instance, I'm going to do theta healing downloads based on the energy of what this person needs to clear, any of their blockages, that sort of thing. And I'm also going to help them amplify the energy of where they want to go, okay? So I tune into the group for the membership, so I already feel and know things that will be helpful for them, okay? I typically feel that in my body, okay? I think I don't know what clairs is. I think it me feeling other people's pain and try to heal them. Yeah, so if you're an empath, then you feel it in your body. And so basically, you're a feeler, okay? And so we have like seeing, hearing, knowing, feeling, etc. Okay? So it's just good to know, are you a feeler? Do you see things? Do you hear things? Do you just know things? You can also be a smeller. So I'm going to keep it as simple as that, okay? What senses do you use to use your intuition essentially to get information? Um, and if you believe in spirit, then you're getting information, downloads from spirit, okay? And so a lot of times people struggle with trusting those, and that can become a big problem for people because if they don't understand their clairs, they'll definitely question themselves, and essentially that's what this person is feeling and knowing that they're getting confused, okay, and they're starting to question. So there are things that they just know, but then they need confirmation on that because they're still developing it. Okay, yes, I cry and I get involved in trying to solve their problems, mentally giving advice, and go out of my way to help. Yeah, so I get used. Yeah, so you should hop into my membership group so that you can take advantage of the theta healing that we're doing today. That's what I was just talking about. So I do the content based on what people have going on energy wise, okay? So even if you didn't email me what you have going on, I already can feel what you have going on because I have a sense of knowing. So it's just this inner knowing. And then I also will feel that in my body. I'll see, I hear as well. So that's really amazing when it comes to the membership because you don't have to email me what you have going on. However, if there are specifics that you want guidance on, then email me about it, okay? So it's a monthly fee. You can cancel at any time. There are different levels of it. So this person's VIP. So today they're gonna get theta healing downloads based on what they emailed me about. But then because she's VIP, we on the 21st of the month, I do healing tools based on whatever people want to learn. So these are pre-recorded videos. I create the content based on what you want, which is amazing. So it's kind of directed towards you, and the less people that email me, the more attention you're going to get. However, you can learn from other people's questions and stuff that they have going on because everybody kind of piggybacks off of each other there, okay? It's also like confidential and private, so even though you're in a group, you don't need to talk to anybody else in the group and they don't need to know that you're there either. However, if you want more like kinship, then you can go to my Facebook group, and that's called Spiritual Support Team. And if you want more support and to connect to like-minded people, you can start sharing in there. It's also really great, like, because I do prompts in there. So today I put just like my little information about the new moon. And then I asked, what are your affirmations for this new moon? And like yesterday, what are you bringing in for the energy of spring? Stuff like that, okay? So, intention setting is another really important factor here. So not only do you want to know like how to use your clairs, how to trust your clairs, but intention setting is extremely important. So that so Nancy Ann is talking about here that she cries because she's getting so attached emotionally to other people's stuff, okay? So not only do we want to develop how to use those things to our advantage, but then there are like positives and negatives to those things, right? So if you're crying, it's because you're feeling overwhelmed, right? You're feeling upset. So being an empath, you will absorb other people's energy if you don't start using the tools to help you use it to your advantage, okay? So today I'm not going to get into that, but if you were in my membership group, that's what I would, if you were a VIP, the healing tool for you. It would be like more how to, like, you could share everything that you shared here, and then I would take that and create content for you to help support you in terms of ways to move forward. And then, as I was saying, everybody else can benefit from that. So these typically aren't things that I share publicly, but because it seemed like, as I said, someone else had a reading with me. This was a while back, and I said, yeah, I'm going to create content based on the clairs and send it to you. And I do that often where there's stuff that I know other people will benefit from, but I get really busy working with my paid clients. So that's why it's like, just hop into the membership if you want to learn this stuff, and then I'll take the time to create the content, okay? So beginners, it's $11.11. So today you get that access to the new moon ritual with the Theta healing downloads for 48 hours. So that'll be up whenever I go to do that. And then once that's up, so because today's the new moon, it'll be up by the end of today. I like to get it out as early as I can. Sometimes I'll get it out the day before. But then, yeah, as a beginner, you have 48-hour access to that. So really, it's just saying yes to all the downloads, doing the ritual, and then it'll only be available for the VIP members. But because you guys will constantly get the replay, you can rewatch it. However, you can also go back to the previous new moon. So every new moon ritual, reflect back, do those ones too. Reflect back to what you were going through, what you were experiencing. Highly recommend that. Okay? Bye, buddy. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, so this person says they took my Reiki 1. Reiki 1 is also in my membership group, okay? So they took this one with me over Zoom recently. I'm not teaching those anymore. All the content is in the membership group. That's what you're going to find. I'm going to start creating more and more stuff, and it's going to get put there so people can take advantage of all the thousands and thousands of dollars I have in there, and then you guys pay that little fee. And yeah, I might do a live just for my members. I might do discounts just for my members. Just had someone emailing me saying that they're on a really strict budget. They feel like they can't afford to have a reading with me. So then I'm like, well, that's what I created the membership group for, right? And the fact that you can hop out and hop back in, maybe 1 month you want to do a VIP, take advantage of that. And then another month you need to do beginner, okay? Whatever it is. There's no judgment. I don't attach myself to that. Okay. As it's saying, my battery is dying, so that means I'm talking too much again. So, this person is confused, okay? Because they did their Reiki training with me, and I said that she's starting to tap into psychic work, okay? Which, when we do our Reiki training, it's very common to start to see and feel energy, possibly hear energy, as we were already talking about, because when you receive a Reiki attunement, your third eye opens up and you get a energetic cord now attached to your crown. You want to learn more about that. The Reiki training will explain that. I have a workshop in there too, okay? And then plus you can email me questions. So she's doing the energy work, okay? And she's feeling it, but she's questioning herself, because when she was going to do energy scans, which is basically setting the intention to go into somebody else's energy and just seeing their chakras, feeling their energy, okay? And when she did that, she started to see colors and images, which is her clairvoyance. So by receiving the attunement, she's now opening up to all of her clairs. And because she's new, she's still developing these. However, I know that this person has very, very vivid, clear dreams. which is also clairvoyance. So if you are seeing clearly in your dreams, I have a dream workshop underneath beginner level 2. We talk a bit more about how to interpret symbols, but this is just opening up her has opened up her clairvoyance even more. Okay. So she is questioning, basically she's feeling like, because she's doing Reiki energy work, that she should just be like feeling versus basically seeing. Okay. And she thinks that she feels that she's going into dream world, and that now this is wrong. And whenever we do any energy work like Reiki, nothing is ever wrong. As I was saying, this is actually just amplifying and opening up her clairs and helping her go deeper. So when I took my Reiki level 1, that's when I realized that not only was I psychic, but I'm also a medium, because I would start to connect to people's loved ones that have passed. So I started to get inner knowings, and then also premonitions. Okay. So when we are starting to see and feel at the same time, this can also be related to something that's happened to somebody in the past, something that's happening to somebody in the now, and something that's happening to them in the future. And the issue with this sometimes is because, again, this is where I'm going to today do work on this in the healing tools. And I'm going to explain this and for her how to work through it. But what she's saying is, I need another tool because all this new stuff is happening, right? So that's where she could get some one-on-one coaching with me. Or if she wanted a class, I could create a class for her and then record it for more people in the membership group. So she feels that she's overthinking, because she said she feels like she knows she's just getting into her head. Okay. So that to me is just telling me she needs more tools. Okay. Because she's already doing everything right. So in one aspect, she needs to be told that this is safe and that it's okay for her. Okay. So lots of stuff. So I'm going to do theta healing around this, and I'm also going to do some teaching. But yeah, she was seeing visions. And she sent me a picture of the visions, and I know exactly what they mean. So sometimes, again, we need another person to help us interpret things, which is essentially where your healer or your mentor or your leader or support person comes in, right? And then you'll be like, oh, and you'll start to feel lighter, and then you'll start applying the tool. Okay. So in a nutshell, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I feel like is important. And now I can also share this with the other person who got the reading with me that it was a little confused. Okay. So chances are she probably needs more tools too. And so does Nancy N. So Nancy N, you can book in through horsemanreadings.com. We can do some clearings for you and give you some tools on a personal level, or we can do that in the membership. All right, guys. Love you all.